What's up, YouTube? Say what's up, guys. Say what's up, guys. Today we are delivering to a Google project, it looks like. I picked up this load. Let me just say it was a nightmare. That's all I'm gonna say. I didn't even record it. It was just absolutely nuts. I'm pretty sure this dude right here in this maroon truck was the one who we almost got into a fist fight when I was there. Where I picked this load up in Baytown, Texas. He literally charged at me with his truck when I was trying to set up in the staging area because it was my turn to back up, and he thought it was his turn when he was 6 trucks behind me. But anyways, that was when I picked up this load that I have. That dude was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, wasn't he? Wasn't he? He tried to hit us. He tried to attack us with a semi-truck, huh, Zeke? But we are delivering to a Google project today, guys, in New Albany, Ohio. It's right next to Columbus. So I already started unsecuring my load. Everybody here has it all unsecured, so I'm gonna finish doing that. I just wanted to let my GoPro charge a little bit, just a little bit, and then now I'm gonna go out here and finish unsecuring. Got a couple chains just left over, and I gotta undo the tarp piece that's on here. I'll show you guys. That's where I put my key so Zeke don't lock me out. Just in case. Oh, I left my gloves. Gosh darn it. So this is the load, y'all. I got 2 of these pieces on the back of my trailer, and then I got this big old black piece right here. It's not black, it's tarped, but you know what I meant. I just got to undo the bungees and unchain it real quick. And I'm probably, honestly, I might take a nap because I didn't get much sleep last night. So probably gonna get this all unsecured, so I'm all ready to go and get unloaded, and so I'm ready when they call me, however many hours that is. Alright, y'all, so I'm gonna go on a little rant while I take my bungees off, because I'm just going to tell you a little bit about when I picked up this load. Woo! I picked up this load in Baytown, Texas, right outside of Houston. And let me just say, I've never been to this place before, and I never want to go back. It's my first time there. And I think their actual building company name is TXLR8 or something. They have their own truck drivers who pick up this stuff for them and bring it to their warehouse. But anyways, I showed up there at 12 p.m. and apparently that's when they take their lunch, but they take it till 1 p.m. so they have an hour lunch. And so I get there and I go to open the door where it says driver check-in, and it's locked. And then I see the sign on the door, it says they take lunch from 12 to 1. And I'm like, motherfucker. So when I got there, there was already a lot of trucks, including van trucks too. So I'm like, this is already not looking like a situation, like a good situation. Like it's gonna be a fast pickup. So I go walk all the way down to the end of the building and make sure there's not anybody else I can check in with. Not to mention, you guys, it's over 100 degrees in Houston. And so I'm like, I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna sit by that door. I chose to sit on the hot ass metal stairs because, you guys, when I tell you about 30-40 trucks pulled into that area 5 minutes after I got there, I was like, ain't no way all these people are gonna come check in if I go sit and wait in my truck and then try to come check in, all these people are gonna come to the door and check in before me. So I waited, you guys, I waited a whole hour for them to come back off of lunch. And the whole time I waited, even though I waited that long, I went up the stairs and 5 dudes immediately passed me anyways. I was so pissed. I was so pissed. But you know what? I didn't say anything. I'm just like, I'm gonna be the bigger person. I'm gonna be the bigger person, you know? Even though I wanted to freaking flick him in the nose. So anyways, then we get in line, right? And obviously I know who's ahead of me and who's before me. So these people start making all these lines around the building, like different lines. Like there's not one just specific line. So we don't know what's in order. We don't know who's supposed to go first. The only people who would know who's next is if you're paying attention and you see who got there before you and who came after you. So they have one door for flatbeds. One door for flatbeds and septics. So I was paying attention, and at that time I didn't have sleep either, so I wanted to take a nap, but I just seen how people who they were trying to go in front of people when it wasn't even their turn, and I was aware of that. Everybody who is like 10 trucks behind me was like coming out and like going up into the warehouse and asking them what's going on. And I wanted to be like, why are you even, like, you're not even close to being next. Like, just sit in your truck and wait till you get closer in line. But anyways, when it came a couple hours later, like 5 hours later, when it came my turn to back into the door, this old dude, I'm pretty sure he's not right next to me, but the truck in front of this blue truck right here, it was him right here. When it came to my turn to back into the door, there was this guy that I was talking to there he like waved me like, go on, like it's your turn, like go on, pull like back into the door. So as soon as my tires start moving, where's my other ratchet binder? Both of my ratchet binders? Or wait a second. Oh, I'm tripping. Both of my ratchet binders are over here. I didn't even realize that. Anyways, as soon as I go to pull into the door, this dude slams on his gas, and I mean slams on it. Like my wheels turned like twice, and I already turned my wheel. Like my truck was already turned to like this, because I came from this way, and he's coming from the other way straight. So he can just pull straight and take my spot. I had to like do a total U-turn. So I was pulling up this way, went to go make a U-turn, and right when I got like this, he came past my hand, and I had to slam on my brakes before I hit him, because he just like basically ran me out of the way. And I go up to his door, and I'm not gonna lie, I was yelling at him. For one, because he almost hit me, and he just tried to ram me like a fucking animal in an 18-wheeler. So I go up to him, and I'm kind of yelling at him at this point. I'm like, what are you doing? It's not your turn. Like, I was before you. And he goes, what time, is my camera recording? Yeah, it is. He goes, what time was your appointment? What time was your appointment? And when I first went up to his window, he was like hiding. He was hiding in his seat. He was like trying to lean back, you know, like how the old school drivers do. Try to hide in the window and shit. But anyways, he's like, what time was your appointment? What time was your appointment? And I lied, because they weren't going by fucking appointment times. My appointment time was at 2, but anyways, it was like 6 o'clock anyways, so it was past my appointment time in the first place. And then, let me bring y'all closer. then I go, oh, it was 12. It was 12. I got here at 12, which I did. I got there at 12, but it wasn't my appointment time. And he goes, oh. And then I think I scared him. It was an older, like, chubby dude, and I think I scared the heebie-jeebies out of him, because when I first walked up to his truck, I mean, after he almost hit me, you guys, like, I flew out of my truck. Like, I kicked my freaking door open. I was like, you know, because he's risking, like, hurting me, like, ramming into my truck and hurting me and damaging our equipment. And it just, like, I was shaking, guys. I was fuming. At the end of the day, he came up to me after I backed into the door and was like, oh, I'm sorry, I apologize, I didn't know who was in line, this and that. And I was just like, you know what, I know how stressful it gets out here, and being out here, sometimes you guys make people, they're not always in the right state of mind. It's really easy to be depressed out here. So I just was looking at him like, you know what, he's probably an old depressed man. I don't know how long he's probably been trucking, but it made me think of, like, what other shit he does to people in a semi truck, you know. That was dangerous. Like, it made me wonder what he does to people over the road, like, road rage wise. But he did come up to me a couple different times, and then at the end of the day, he tried, like, having a conversation with me, actually, when I was trying to secure my load and stuff. But at the time, I wasn't videotaping. It was just a real hectic day. But I really wanted to tell you guys what happened. I couldn't believe it. That guy was like a psychopath. But anyways, that was when I picked up this load, and now we're here, so I guess that's all that matters, right? It's a project for Google, and it looks like the delivery process is probably going to be the same way as the pickup process. And then my reload that I had, it was going to it was picking up in Shelby, Ohio, which is only an hour from here, and then it was going to Brookshire, Texas, I think it's called. So I would have delivered that Wednesday, but it was a TQL load, I believe, and they canceled that shit on us. So there goes that load. But now I got a load going to North Carolina, it looks like. Half the miles that I was gonna do with the Texas load, but the miles don't matter as long as you're making money, am I right? Am I right? I'm sorry if this is boring, you guys. I'm just talking to you while somebody previously told me they like when I record and when I'm working and I'm talking to you guys. So hopefully it's not too boring. So my reload picks up in Elkhart, Indiana, and I'm pretty sure it's a steel plant, so that place is open 24 hours, I believe. And I'm pretty sure, so it's tarps steel, and it's going to North Carolina. And I'm probably gonna most likely be there at nighttime picking it up, so at least it won't be too hot while I'm tarping and stuff, you know? So I did all my unsecuring and everything, and the line still hasn't moved. You guys, there's a lot of trucks in front of me. I'm not sure how big the staging area is, but what I can see from right now, from right here, it's gonna be a while. So, oh my god, my hair looks crazy. Honestly, I'm probably going to take a nap. I'm probably gonna take a nap. Yep. Because if I don't, I'm gonna be tired later, and then it's just not gonna be good. It's just not gonna be good, Ziggy. Huh? Oh, Ben. Oh, my pants got all dirty. Zeke, you just got a fresh shower. Mama's dirty now. No. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. Mwah, you smell too good. Mwah. Mwah. Update, guys. We are still here. And it is a whole new day. It is the next morning, so they did not unload us last night. They unloaded trucks with like white modules, but I have 2 white modules and a black thing on my truck, a black one, some type of energy thing that I'm delivering. So it is the next morning at 7 a.m. Man, I was having some good sleep too. Oh, freak. So hopefully we can get some layover and detention pay for this load. I know that last load I hauled in San Francisco, my brother said they only gave him $250 for detention when we got stuck in San Francisco. But this one was kind of crazy. This one I got here yesterday morning, and I sat here all day, and then they told me they couldn't unload me. I've been getting loads where I get stuck a lot, guys. Y'all notice that? I don't know how long it's gonna take for them to unload me. Sorry, I just woke up. Literally all they had me do too was pull up next to this. I have a concrete cab on the slab. Oh my gosh. I pulled my cab next to the concrete slab to the right, and looks like they're just gonna unload me from there. They wanted me to get as close as possible, but now they're like pulling the tarp off and stuff. So I want to go back to sleep, to be honest. Alright, y'all, we just went and did a loop-de-loop. What I call a loop-de-loop. They pulled me back at 7 in the morning. And it is now about to be 11, so it took them 4 hours to get me unloaded. That's beautiful. Beautiful timing. And then they told me to untarp it, which I know damn well I'm not supposed to do that. Look at them. They're already untarping this dude's. What the hell? So now I'm getting the hell out of here. I got my paperwork signed. That's all we needed. Man, been here for 24 hours, guys, at a Google facility. If y'all ever get somewhere going to a Google facility and they got them big black tarps on, preloaded or already like that, pre-tarped, do not take it, because it's going to a construction place and you're most likely going to spend 2 days there. Alright, sorry y'all. I know this is a very different video from my usual style vlogs, but I didn't record my pickup and my delivery really because I was just sitting in my truck most of the time. So I hope y'all enjoyed my little rant. If not, I'm sorry. Make sure you let me know in the comments, and I'll never do another ranting video ever again. But just don't take a load to Google and you should be good. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace.